This morning, thousands of volunteers fan out across the city for the annual count of the homeless in the streets.
CBS News' Ilana Gold went along with 2 volunteers on what's known as the Hope Count.
Thousands of volunteers hit the streets across New York City for a federally mandated yearly homeless count.
The reason why I volunteer is because I care. I see a lot of homeless on the street, and it breaks my heart to see that.
We followed these trackers in Union Square, documenting the homeless outside on this frigid night in 28-degree temperatures. They instantly found this woman who had been staying in the subway, and they offered her help finding a shelter. What did she say?
She said no. She prefers to go and sit in a Dunkin' Donuts someplace where she can have coffee and stay the night.
That's a common problem plaguing the city, and Mayor de Blasio is seeing it for himself. He spent an hour along 31st Street in Midtown where he recorded nearly 24 homeless people. It's the first time a New York City mayor has been part of the homeless count led by the U.S. Department of Housing. De Blasio has faced heavy criticism for how he's handled the city's homeless crisis. We've seen the homeless living at LaGuardia Airport and even taking baths in the Columbus Circle fountain.
You could tell just from the people we talked to, folks with mental health challenges, folks who have been resistant to shelter. We want to figure out what's going to get them to someplace better.
The purpose of this count is to get a scope of this issue, then help the city find ways to get the homeless off the streets.
We're going to have to dedicate the resources and also pursue the right policies to drive down the numbers of folks who are on the street.
That could mean extra funding. The number from this count will be released in the next few months, and it's expected to be higher than last year's. In Union Square, Ilana Gold, CBS 2 News.
Last year's count was 3,200. That number was down 5% from the previous year.